of the earth. Saviors of the earth.
Y'all know what time it is. IUIC, Birmingham, Alabama. No more lifting the lines and paying tithes.
So that we can meet up.
These pastors going insane. Bible better change. They only preaching for the fame. Bible better change. I see my people pockets drained. Bible better change. The hood ain't gon' change. Bible better change. The church is the problem, man. Bible better change. They giving empty promises, man. Bible better change. It's a doggone shame. Bible better change. Got to expose the evil, man. Bible better change.
Got so many churches on the block to see the people. Time to take the chains out the Bible, better expose the evil. Send our letters to all the pastors so that we can meet up. You didn't accept the invitation, let's turn the heat up. Your pastor out here proper line, prostitute and taking time. You better watch them right, your kid, cause that boy be a pedophile. Look at them, they living vibe, our people sleep, they in and out. Can't see that they lead us wild, all because of trending style. Telling us to stop teaching that truth, oh, you don't need it now. Can't set the point and mess it up, captain, then we bring it out. Demons coming with that doctor, so you know we mow it down. Bible better destroy because the Israelites right in your town.
From the east to the west, to the north, to the south. Pastor Pochop been running his mouth. Nigga getting the bag while your mama dancing shout. Running game on my people trying to take a Jew out. It's the money grab, got a pastor counting heads, cause the spirit been dead. Got a Jew seeing red, cause his mouth is full of lies. A Edomite in disguise, cause his mind ain't circumcised. He leading a Jew to the fire, yeah. Though I walk through the valley of death, Ezekiel 37 trying to give a Jew the breath. Give me 7 seconds, man, I'm almost there. It's the saviors of the earth trying to give the people help. These pastors going insane. Bible better change. They only preaching for the fame. Bible better change. I see my people pockets drained. Bible better change. The hood ain't gon' change. Bible better change. The church is the problem, man. Bible better change. They giving empty promises, man. Bible better change. It's a doggone shame. Bible better change. Got to expose the evil, man. Bible better change.
The Bible better change. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth. Saviors of the earth.
Y'all know what time it is. IUIC, Birmingham, Alabama. No more lifting the lines and paying tithes.
So that we can meet up.
These pastors going insane. Bible better change. They only preaching for the fame. Bible better change. I see my people pockets drained. Bible better change. The hood ain't gon' change. Bible better change. The church is the problem, man. Bible better change. They giving empty promises, man. Bible better change. It's a doggone shame. Bible better change. Got to expose the evil, man. Bible better
Got so
change.
many churches on the block to see the people. Time to take the chains out the Bible, better expose the evil. Send our letters to all the pastors so that we can meet up. You didn't accept the invitation, let's turn the heat up. Your pastor out here proper line, prostitute and taking time. You better watch them right, your kid, cause that boy be a pedophile. Look at them, they living vibe, our people sleep, they in and out. Can't see that they lead us wild, all because of trending style. Telling us to stop teaching that truth, oh, you don't need it now. Can't set the point and mess it up, captain, then we bring it out. Demons coming with that doctor, so you know we mow it down. Bible better destroy because the Israelites right in your town.
From the east to the west, to the north, to the south. Pastor Pochop been running his mouth. Nigga getting the bag while your mama dancing shout. Running game on my people trying to take a Jew out. It's the money grab, got a pastor counting heads, cause the spirit been dead. Got a Jew seeing red, cause his mouth is full of lies. A Edomite in disguise, cause his mind ain't circumcised. He leading a Jew to the fire, yeah. Though I walk through the valley of death, Ezekiel 37 trying to give a Jew the breath. Give me 7 seconds, man, I'm almost there. It's the saviors of the earth trying to give the people help. These pastors going insane. Bible better change. They only preaching for the fame. Bible better change. I see my people pockets drained. Bible better change. The hood ain't gon' change. Bible better change. The church is the problem, man. Bible better change. They giving empty promises, man. Bible better change. It's a doggone shame. Bible better change. Got to expose the evil, man. Bible better change.
The Bible better change. Saviors of the earth. saviors of the earth.
Hey, shalom, family. Shalom, shalom. Most High in Christ bless. Hey, welcome to another episode of
Bible Belt Unchained.
All right, so I'm going to be your host today, Officer Keaton, a.k.a. Tip of the Spear, and to my right. Oh, this to my right.
Okay, it's
Dark
all
side.
Officer Albashar, you know what it is. Black Dynamite.
Boom, boom, boom.
Black
Hey,
Dynamite.
to my left.
Dark side.
Dark side. You already know what the deal is. Also, it's Zahaya, a.k.a. Show Nub.
Also Jeremiah, a.k.a. Avon.
Yo.
Hey, all praises to the Most High. Hey, so we got a very heavy show for y'all today. So all praise to the Most High. Hey, let's get into our scripture before we get started. All right.
Psalms chapter 142 and verse 7.
Bring
Bring my soul out of prison that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me.
So our job at Bible Belt Unchained is to unchain the minds of our brothers and sisters, especially in this Christianity.
Hey, shout out to Turtle Water, man.
Yeah, Turtle Water, he over there
Here,
flipping over words.
That boy be reading and cursing.
Hey, man, you need that little. Hey, we got to get the animation of the bouncing ball.
Yo,
Right. Then they'll slur.
Hey,
Jump
man.
over.
Kind of remind me of Super Shocker, bro. If anybody, you know, it's
Oh,
fun.
bro.
Yeah,
Nah.
It ain't that bad.
Nah, Super Shocker, it's almost like he rap off beat purposely. Like, he was like, where's the beat at so I can not rap on that? That was
The
the
whole song be good until he start rapping.
Super Shocker, yeah, that's me. Damn, Silk.
Man, we showing our age up here, bro.
Right.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Right. All right, so with us unchaining the mindset of our brothers and sisters, especially in Christianity, we're going to go into some things that is tenets or offshoots of Christianity that's going on today. All right? So, hold on. Before we start with our 69 God, who is our sponsor for today? Do we have that?
Everybody knows any Israelite gear going on around. Everybody knows. Now tell me you know it.
All praise to the Most High for original royalties, for all our gear and our books. All praises. So, let's get into our 69 God for today, or 69 gods for today.
You like popsicles? Get your fat ass back here.
It's hilarious right here.
That's the best intro ever.
That's the funniest intro. That
Run it back.
That intro is crazy.
It's amazing, bro.
What did Benjamin say? Run it back. Get your fat ass back here. Play it again.
You like popsicles?
Yeah, that's what you gotta burn the fat, bro.
Get your fat ass back here.
All right, so let's get into it. All right, Rita, let's go.
For Aliceville,
Can you see?
4 Aliceville school employees, police officer arrested in child sex abuse investigation. Y'all scroll up. Aliceville, Alabama. For Aliceville school employees and a police officer are facing charges for child sex abuse material. 3 of the school employees are faculty with Aliceville High School. 1 is an employee with Aliceville Elementary School. The officer, Communion Gary, 20, is charged with solicitation of child pornography, sexual abuse, production of child pornography, transmitting obscene material to a child by computer.
All right, hold on. So we're seeing the crimes that these individuals are in the midst of. And these are supposed to be like officials, teachers,
Respectable people.
Right, people that the children can trust. But we're seeing that they are actually sharing nude photos, nude material, or illicit messages to said people.
Y'all remember the restaurants in the elementary schools used to have like those posters on the front that said safe spaces or something like that?
Yeah.
Or you could like go to like Pizza Hut at a safe place,
Chuck E. Cheese,
you know, or the school and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we got no safe spaces.
No,
Like the churches
we
used to be
don't.
one of them. That's like the church is the last place you want to go to try to escape. Yeah,
Bro.
they try to catch them all, man.
Bro, it used to be a saying, you know, if you got lost, you know, back during the times when we, you know, we used to walk around the mall, you know what I'm saying, to do all these things, or in the grocery store. They said, if you got separated from your parents, find a what?
Find an adult.
Adult or a police officer,
Right.
And or fireman or something like that. But now, these are the ones who are trafficking the kids.
And these are the ones that's supposed to be trusted, bro.
Right.
Like this is that police officer, that fireman, that
school teacher,
security guard, the school teacher that you're supposed to go to confide in when you're in trouble. But they're the ones that's causing the trouble. Keep reading.
Child molestation and enticing a child. He has been with the department for years and is in jail without bond.
Oh, and then, like, for instance, shout out to Mobile. I'll praise the Most High for y'all. We did a mighty work over there. And when you see the level of debauchery that's within our people, especially at things like Mardi Gras and Soca and all these other festivals that they have, there were girls out there, officer.
Yeah.
14 through, I think, 16 years old.
Children.
I had to get
Walking
out,
around,
bellies out,
breasts out.
butts out. I had to get
Butts
a
out.
little
It was
girl
crazy.
about that. Like her whole behind is out. Like how you 14? Like how you get out of the house dressed like that?
right?
You know what I mean? And then you know, in Turtle Water, shout out to Turtle Water. He was speaking about it earlier. Grown man got the car stopped in the middle of the road,
What your name
videotaping
is?
these little girls. Turtle Water, like, you do know we can see you, right? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
bro?
that brother's starving.
Yeah, he's starving, man. And what's crazy is they be having like those little girl dance teams, little twerk teams and stuff.
Yes.
Bro, it's crazy work, bro. The environment that our kids are growing up in is crazy.
And then
hypersexualized.
the sisters, like the young girls that are growing up now, they're built different. They're built way different from the girls of our age and probably before that. So these men are lusting after 17, 16, 15, some 13.
Man, you being generous with the 16 and 15.
I am being generous because it was some 11-year-olds out there. Because we talked to some of them.
Yeah.
It was some 11-year-olds out there. And they was looking grown with all their little makeup on. And they'll get one of these simps to sleep with them. Now you got charges. Keep going.
Lakeithia Wilkins faces child pornography and using her position for personal gain. She is listed on the Aliceville Elementary School website as a 4th grade teacher. She is in jail without bond. And Tavius Belgrave is listed as an employee with the Pickens County Board of Education. Documents say he used his position at the school for personal gain and was procuring or sending sexual and split digital photographs to a student under his authority. He is in jail on a $1 million bond and is charged with indecent exposure, 3 counts of sexual misconduct, 3 counts of ethics violation, 3 counts of failure to report, 3 counts of distributing a private image.
Indecent exposure.
Yes.
So he flashing.
He flashing himself. Yeah. He flashing to these girls. And this is the crazy thing, officer. I hate to go over these type of stories. It just make me mad because you're taking advantage of someone that's young, green, don't know nothing from nothing. Right. And then, you know what really pisses me off? Esau do the same thing, but you don't, and they be in big corporations, and you don't hear nothing about them. But the low level of certain societies, and especially of our people, you gonna get the whole book thrown at you. So I got a script real quick. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 25. Because this is what that evil is when we're trying to turn to refuge, turn to grown-ups that should have the children's back, but they fail. Read.
Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 25. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion, ravening the prey.
So we understand that her prophets is not the prophets of the Lord. That goes into churches or those leaders of these religious organizations. It has nothing to do with God. But it says that there is a conspiracy of her. So that means that these people are getting together to abuse and sexualize God's people. Keep reading. I'm going to prove it.
They have devoured souls.
They have done what?
Devoured souls.
Read.
They have taken the treasure and precious things. They have made her many widows in the midst thereof.
So you see how it says they have taken the treasure and precious things? They take away the virginity of these little girls by abuse through illicit images and evil communication, especially sexually explicit communication, and pollute the mind of the youth. Now the youth grow up, don't know what to do. They don't trust in anybody because they gotten exploited by people that they thought they trusted in. So this is a two-edged sword, how we have people in places of power, but they're abusing that place with sexual explicit views as well as actions.
Right. 100%, man.
So it's crazy, though. It's crazy.
Hey, Risa Rock 95, to support what he just said, he said they take advantage of the things that are precious, right? The things that is precious, a young girl's virginity is precious. That's why it's so important for fathers, for mothers to know the going about of their children.
Right.
You know, so many times we go out to these different events and there's no parental supervision. We just see a gaggle of kids just running around, nobody overseeing them or anything. It's usually just like the older sister who's with them, probably 14, 15-year-old with a gaggle of kids behind them. You know, that's not parenting.
Nope.
Y'all didn't understand that that's not parenting. Let your kids raise your other kids. And then you send them out there in the world. The environment that we was in yesterday ain't nothing but drinking, smoking, you know, all types of evil going on, and you allow your children to go out there by themselves? To go out there at all. The fact that they out there at all is the issue. But read that Sirach 9 and 5.
Sirach chapter 9 and verse 5. Gaze not on the maid, that thou fall not by those things that are precious in her.
The thing that's precious in her is referring to her body. Breast behind, private areas, those things are what's precious in her. So it said that these men who supposed to be held in high regard is taking advantage of the youth and the taking and the stealing the things that are precious in them. That's the reason why the sexual activity is getting lower and lower in our communities, you know. 11, 12, 13-year-old, they all having sex now, you know. I mean, all young, we used to lie about it. We would say,
you had some form of shame.
And you over there kicking with your, ain't no virgin. You 100% a virgin. You know what I mean? But now today, they ain't joke. They ain't lying. They are not lying.
They bold with it.
You know, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that our youth have been so hypersexualized, and that comes from the environment that we're in. You know, and that don't just start at the bottom. That comes from the top down. This whole government is set up for all types of maliciousness and evil to go on, as we're going to talk about more throughout the show. But we go ahead.
Yeah, you ain't got. Don't worry about that one. Yeah, we go right.
Well, do you have another one?
No, we go right into the.
Okay, so hold on before we move on. Give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 verse 3, because this is one thing that's that Esau actually takes advantage of with the hypersexualization of our community, and why. Read that.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 and verse 3. But the multiplying brood of the ungodly shall not thrive, nor take deep rooting from bastard slips, nor lay any fast foundation.
So you see how it says the multiplying brood? To be claimed a brood, that's offensive. The Lord calling you an animal. That's what you call animals. A brood or a gaggle or like a gaggle of geese, a brood of vipers, a pride of lions. You're considered an animal when you're unrighteous, when you're not keeping the commandments of God.
The book of the Negroes.
Keep going.
Damn. For though they flourish in branches for a time,
read,
yet standing not fast, they shall not be shaken with the wind.
Read.
And through the force of winds they shall be rooted out.
So when tribulation comes, when evils and turmoils come on the earth, they ain't gonna stand. Read.
The imperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruit unprofitable, not right to eat, Yea, meat for nothing.
They're good for nothing. And watch this. This is the last one. Read.
For children begotten of unlawful beds are witnesses of wickedness against their parents and their trial.
This is why Esau pushes their agenda so heavy on our community for hypersexualization, adultery, fornication, heavy in our music, in our images on television, things like that. You know why? Because they want to take stock of this brood of Negroes. They want those souls of those Negroes so they can kidnap them, use their body for their pleasure, whether it's medical or whether it's sexual. This is the mindset of the devil's kids. They want you to procreate outside of marriage, so there's no structure, so they can come in and take everything that they want. Because even here it says that you're a brood. So what do Esau look at you as? He look at you as a herd of cattle, and all you're fit for their pleasure. That's it. Right. So hey, that's why we need structure and marriage.
You better read your Bible. Look who they put in front of us as examples. They put the Meg Thee Stallions. They put the Cardi B's. They put the Nicki Minaj in front of us. Right. We got shows like Pop the Balloon and 20v1. That's the image of the black woman that they put in front of us as this is your leader. These are the women you should be like. And our young sisters, we see that today with our young sisters. You know, they want to be like these sisters because it's all about what? The money. Get the bag.
Get the bag.
That's it.
Clock it.
And they don't really make a differentiation between women and girls in our community, for real. They don't.
No, they don't.
You know what I mean? It's something that we don't necessarily talk about a lot, but it's a real thing. There is no real differentiation between little girls and women in our community. Now, I remember being in high school, you know what I mean? Grown men coming through there to scoop up teenage girls and so forth. Hypersexualization. So when you speak about the image that they put out there for our black women, you know, the nations look at our kids like that. Right. That's the reason why the rich and powerful, they go over to different places in Africa, the disenfranchised communities over here. And then next thing you know, we got 90,000 missing black women in America. How does that happen? And when I say women, it's just black females in general, because they're not all women, per se. A lot of them are little girls. It's because we have this stigma of being hypersexualized, that somehow little black girls are able to be sexually active earlier than what other little girls are. You know, and that's because of this negative stigma that has been placed on our women.
So much so that you have the grandparents now who actually try to become like the daughters or the mothers. Like you can't really tell the difference between a woman who's a grandmother or a mother nowadays because they're all trying to look alike.
Bro, grandma's 28 years old. Yeah. You're a grandma now, you know, in the black community. 25, 24.
You old.
You're a granny.
I don't want nobody.
Used to be 60, 50.
Right.
I don't want no damn banana pudding from a grandma that's 28. You know what I mean? I don't want none of that. Sweet potato pie from a 28-year-old grandma. She bought that from Walmart.
Right.
Nobody want none of that.
It's glad it's
Nobody want that, bro. Yeah, let's go to Granny's house. She go cook something. Like, what she gonna cook? Tacos? Have any of y'all grandma ever cooked tacos before?
Never.
Your grandma ain't never cooked no damn
to
tacos.
this day.
Yeah, to this day.
The kids growing up today, they gonna be going back home like, yeah, man, I can't wait to get some of Granny's cooking. And our man, we thinking, oh, he must be talking about some sweet potatoes,
mac and cheese, cornbread,
cheese and cabbage.
Yep.
Nah, they talking about some damn
Tacos.
burgers and fried tacos.
Hot,
Finger
glizzies. You getting them glizzies.
Your grandma making tacos, bro.
Beanie weenies. Beanie weenies.
Your grandma got glizzies at the house, bro.
Bro, beanie weenies, bro.
Come on in, baby. I know you're hungry. Yeah, what you got for me, Granny? Well, you know, Granny got you some glizzies. Granny, what the hell is this?
Oh, bro.
All right, man. I'm
All right,
sorry.
so what we got here?
Bro, if
Oh,
your
and make sure that the sound is good.
bro, if your grandma driving if your grandma driving a Nissan Altima,
Oh man.
bro, she's not your granny.
And if she driving a Nissan Altima, I know those tires are bald.
Exactly.
Sparking when she
I know
ride.
that the wires are coming out of it.
If you know, you know. All right, we're gonna leave it like
You
that.
need an oil change right now.
Oil
Change your
change?
granny.
What's that?
What's
No
that?
oil in there.
Yeah, bro. If you know, you know.
They'll break saying, the brakes make it go like this. Like,
Exactly.
damn. There go Granny. I can hear her.
A scalded hawk.
She
She on the
stopped.
way.
She stopped at the stop sign right now.
Hey man.
So the brakes making.
Hey man. Shout out if your grandma driving a Nissan
Nissan
Altima.
Altima.
Oh,
Like
man.
a 90 something. Shout them out.
Shut him out, man.
All right, so what we got right here?
So this is an old video from Oprah that she did back in the day.
Oprah.
Talking about Epstein and the higher ups and the spiritual wickedness in high places. So cue that.
And does everyone else think it's a nice Jewish family? From the outside, you appear to be a nice Jewish girl.
Definitely.
And you all are worshiping the devil inside the home?
Right. There's other Jewish families across the country. It's not just my own.
What kinds of things? You don't have to give us the gory details, but what kinds of things went on in the family?
Well, there would be rituals in which babies would be sacrificed, and you would have to,
Babies.
There were people who bred babies in our family. No one would know about it. A lot of people were overweight, so you couldn't tell if they were pregnant or not, or they would supposedly go away for a while.
You witnessed the sacrifice?
Right. When I was very young, I was forced to participate in that, in which I had to sacrifice an infant.
And the purpose of sacrifice is to what? Is to bring you what? What are you sacrificing for?
For power.
Power.
You see that?
Damn.
And for y'all Negroes that say that there's no God, there's no spiritual entities and things like that, y'all should have dropped dead yesterday. I'm gonna just be straight up and down with y'all, because what are they serving of old that the Lord warned us from long time ago? They're sacrificing babies. They're doing sexual rites, things of that nature. What in the world do the devil's kids know that the children of Israel, the children of God, don't know right now?
She Jewish, right?
Yep.
Supposedly Jewish.
Now you know what crazy is. They'll use that stance. They use trigger words.
They do use trigger words.
Yes.
You can't be anti-Semitic.
There you go.
Number one, we are Shemitic.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Anti ourselves.
That's
we
right.
We 100% for all the Shemites.
Right.
Dark side.
Dark.
Right. But they'll say you're anti-Semitic. They never say you lying though.
Yep.
No,
You know
they
what I mean?
don't.
They'll never say
They
you
don't.
lying.
Right.
They say, hey man, you been anti-Semitic, but they'll never say you wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? So am I being anti-Semitic or am I just telling the truth? Like what you? I mean, she said it. She said that they sacrifice kids for power. This is not the first time I heard something like this either.
Right.
It was a couple kids over in England. They were talking about how their parents made them eat babies and stuff like
Yes.
that. And people think that this all.
Yeah, but see, at that time, these things were labeled as conspiracies.
Yes, they
But
were.
now that the Epstein files are out, people starting to listen to it a lot more now because they have the evidence to support it. And all of this is just to show that the white man is the devil. The Bible speaks.
Devil. I want to read something real quick.
Hey.
Go to Williams 14. Are you about to say
Oh
something?
yeah, that was the scripture I was going to.
Yeah, man. Go to that Williams 14 real quick.
Bring it out.
It started verse 22.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 22. Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they err in the knowledge of God.
So we erred in the knowledge of God. Continue to read.
But whereas they live in the great war of ignorance.
A great war of what?
Ignorance.
Boy, ignorance is. Continue to read.
Those so great plagues call they peace.
Ignorance is bliss.
Right.
When you have some plausible deniability, like who wants to believe that these things are going on?
Right.
Nobody really wants to believe this. So if you can be ignorant to something, our people are good with that.
Right.
I could be ignorant to the fact that they're actually taking our children and taking them to an island. They're taking them to these different laboratories, taking their organs and stuff about them. Everybody say, well, no, it's just a conspiracy theory. It's a good way that you can pacify yourself.
Right.
You can soothe yourself and say these things that going on. They are 100% going on.
100%.
That's what's going on. 100%. You know what I mean?
100%.
Keep reading.
For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies,
use what?
Or used secret ceremonies,
Read.
or made revelings of strange rites.
That's what you were just describing.
That's in the Bible.
They was killing them chilling
Right. Yep.
in secret ceremonies. That's what they do. They go into these dark. Now you know, they got them damn tunnels up there,
Yes,
They
sir,
do.
and they had mattresses with all types of bodily fluids on it.
In New York.
Yeah, up in New York, man.
New York.
Tunneling up on it. They said they were hearing weird sounds.
Yep.
And then just last week we played the video when Epstein was saying he wanted the period blood from the black
Yeah.
woman.
Right.
Yeah, they say they want the period of blood. They want the stem cell. They want the
They want it
placenta.
all.
We want it all. They gotta catch it all, don't
Gotta
they?
catch them all.
But that proves right there that they look at you less than. They look at you as an animal. I can extract these things from you and take it from you to use it on me. Nah, you're an animal in their eyes.
Yeah,
You're an
and,
animal.
and those secret sermons, like you were just speaking about, these strange rights, they didn't just start
No, they
in 2003 when these Epstein style files started. These things,
Been.
it show
They
you
ancient.
They speak about who they worship, that they were
Right.
worshiping Molech. They get these things from these ancient gods that they worship because they believe it give them power, like I was keep done with just speaking about. But the only God outside of the true God of the Bible, who they deem as a God that gives power in the Bible, is Satan.
Right.
He can only get a power that's delivered to him from God. God never said go kill your babies for some power.
Right.
Never.
So who they getting this power from?
Right.
Cause they 100% got some power.
They do.
You know what I mean? They 100% got some power. So who they getting the power from if they slewing their children? Go down and Luke real quick, chapter 4. Start verse 1.
Luke chapter 4 and verse 1. And Jesus, being full of the Holy Ghost, returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, being 40 days tempted of the devil.
So he was guided by the Spirit just like Mary was. The Spirit didn't come into Mary, then she got pregnant. The Spirit guided her to do something. Shots fired, Christian. Keep reading.
Being 40 days tempted of the devil. And in those days he did eat nothing. And when they were ended, he afterward hungered. And the devil said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, command these stones that it might be made bread.
Read.
And Jesus answered him saying, It is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of God.
And that's how we got to live. We got to live by what the word of God says, not by feelings, not by emotions, not by traditions that we learned in the Christian church growing up. You got to go by what the Bible says.
That's right.
Keep reading.
And the devil, taking him up into a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time.
I mean, how you see all the kingdoms in a moment of time? They said all the kingdoms. They didn't just say the kingdoms of that time.
Said all of them.
He saw all of them. He saw all the kingdoms. Even this kingdom right here, he saw this too. Keep reading.
And the devil said unto him, All this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it, I give
You
it.
see that? So who is it that's giving these people the power? Now, obviously, they're not following what the Bible says.
Right.
They can't be getting blessed by God.
Nope.
Who are they getting these blessings from?
They daddy.
Who they daddy is?
Daddy.
Daddy the devil.
Daddy.
They daddy the damn devil. God ain't finna give no baby stealers, molesters, supposedly cannibals.
Right.
Oh yeah.
No.
Allegedly.
It ain't alleged.
Let's throw it out there. Now a lot of stuff we saying it's coming straight out the files.
Right,
you know?
right out
But
the files.
we'll throw the allegedly out there. There you go. We throw a little allegedly out there. Allegedly cannibals.
Damn.
And if they didn't have power, why are they not arrested? How is Trump the president? How are all these politicians and police, how they still got their power if they don't have the power?
And if they don't have power, how are some of their names still redacted when the law says the law that was passed said their names are not supposed to be redacted?
Yep.
How much power you gotta have to supersede U.S. law? A lot of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta have a lot of power. But although the law says they name they cannot be redacted, that it gotta be exposed, and your name is still redacted, it show you how much power somebody got.
Oh, yeah.
And how much power you gotta have to go to another country and still a president? Tell me there ain't no power.
And then dress them up in a Nike Tech
And bring them back over here.
With
How
some
much
J's on.
And that's the power that cover. Imagine how much power you gotta have for your name not to be for your name to be redacted, but the president's name isn't redacted.
Right.
Because in those files they see the president's name, but there's still names that are not redacted.
Yep.
How much power they got, and who are those people?
Come on, man.
That's what you gotta think about, man. But yeah, we go ahead, man.
And then let's go a little further, because a lot of us, the reason I prefaced that earlier to say that these are ancient gods, you got Negroes out here celebrating other gods, and they have no clue that this is a spiritual warfare. They don't see that the devil's children obey their father, but God's children disobey their father. So they get power from their father, but we can't get power from our father because you got ignorant Negroes that don't even want to keep law won.
Right.
It's crazy. So let's get this real quick. First Thessalonians chapter 2. The reason, start at verse 7. Because the reason that all this stuff is coming out now, the time, it's the last days. We're in the last days. This time is running down. Satan know that he doesn't have a lot of time. So he has to mobilize all his kids for a focused attack for a lot of delusion, confusion, and killing. Read that.
1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7.
Read.
But we were gentle among you.
2 Thessalonians, I'm sorry. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 7.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 7.
Uh-huh.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way.
Read on.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
So through the mystery of iniquity, meaning the secret of sin, this man is going to be revealed, this wicked. And that wicked just goes into Esau, right? Read.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So these things that are coming out about the Luciferian actions between some of these families, it must come out because everybody on the planet has to see how evil this man is in order to wake up. Because you got different families. Like she was of the Amalek, but you got different families in Amalek. Mm-hmm. The Bilderbergs, the Astors, the Collins, the Rothschilds, just to name a few.
Red children.
So, and all this stuff, officer, is crazy. This is on CIA.gov. Mm-hmm. Everything I just mentioned, all those family ties have everything to do with this Luciferian ideology of eating children, these secret rites, even sacrificing humans and children's to their false gods.
Allegedly.
So, and then you got to think about it. Before a country falls, idolatry goes to the heavens. You can see this account throughout the Bible. When there was a high rise on idolatry and self-serving, what do you call it? Decadence. Mm-hmm. When there was a high on that,
age of decadence.
The age of decadence always was a marker that country was on its way out. You see it in the Babylonians during David's time. You even saw it when our kingdom fell. When we was in the midst of these secret rites, killing babies unto Molech, the homosexuality that was going on in Jerusalem, the lesbianism, the feminist movement, and things that's going on. It happens every generation to show you that you are at the end of the line. Happened during Babylon, during the Persian Medes. It happened with Artaxerxes setting up the pageant for Esther and all that stuff. That was during the end of the Persian Medes rule. Right. It's always a common factor, but now we come into America. You really think America gonna last forever? You really are fooled to think America's gonna last forever. You silly dub.
Come on now, dog.
Give me You had something? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. It just
move on.
Going to the point where officers are high. Both y'all officers bringing it out beautifully. Let me Psalms. Look, I gotta represent over here. As you see, I'm over here alone, so I gotta represent. All right, hey, give me Psalms 64 verse 8. Because how do we know about Epstein? How do we know about all these so-called secret things or secret society? Esau always gonna tell on themselves. We don't rub shoulders with billionaires, millionaires, all these things. Read that right quick.
Psalms chapter 64 and verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
They gonna tell us. They're gonna talk about these things, sacrificing children, molesting our kids, kidnapping our kids. They're gonna talk about it. Their own tongues gonna fall on themselves. It's like that man of sin has to be revealed. Read on.
All that see them shall flee away.
Now it said all that see them, they gonna flee away. But we got Negroes still twerking and shaking their ass on TikTok in the streets, and they want to be joined with these people still after they telling you what they doing to you. Read on.
And all men shall fear, and shall declare the work of God. For they shall wisely consider of his doing.
They shall what?
Wisely consider of his doing.
So when you are keeping God's commands, it said you are wisely considering. But when you out there in the streets and you don't give a damn, you shaking your ass for TikTok, for the gram, you are not wise. You're a fool. You're a fool right now. In this day and age and time, the age of information, and you still decide to go out there and shake your ass and sleep from man to man and talk about the black man, talk about the sister, whatever, bro, you are a fool right now.
Hey,
That was beautiful.
Yeah, beautifully.
You brought that out beautifully, man. I mean, it's very you couldn't have brought that any more light skin.
Oh my God.
Wait, hold on.
I think he licked his lips 2 times.
Beautiful.
Real quick, before we move on, let me get this script. 1 John 3, because I mentioned it earlier that the Satan has children and God has children on the earth. But what is our purpose? Start at verse 8.
1 John chapter 3.
No, verse 9.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 9. Whosoever is born of God does not commit sin.
Read.
For his seed remaineth in him, and he cannot sin because he is born of God.
So that born of God goes into being born again as well. So if once you start in your lifetime, you start to come back to God's commandments, you start to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments in the faith in Christ, you're born again. You're a child of God. And this is going only to the Israelites. Only the Israelites can be these people.
Right.
Read.
In this, the children of God are manifest.
So in this born of God or born again process, the children of God are made manifest or made evident. Read.
And the children of the devil. Whosoever doeth not righteousness is not of God.
So whoever reject the laws of God, reject their heritage that God gave you, you're not of God. Read.
Neither he that loveth not his brother. For this is the message that you heard from the beginning, that we should love one another.
So we understand that the children of Satan are going to do everything opposite of what God commanded. Meaning, God set up high holy days for every season that he created for his children to abide in. But then the devil has the same holidays in those same seasons, but they're offered unto false idols. The devil's children will go full hard to serve their fake, fictitious days. But God's children, the ones that have the real high holy days, like you said, officer, they'll shake that behind for the gram or for the bag. And we seen a lot of that this past weekend. Yeah. That how foolish we are in the age of information. And honestly, to stay a fool in this day and age, hey, that's by choice. So the children of Satan are manifest based off their works, and we're seeing it. Eating babies, sexually explicit information that they're sharing amongst each other, these secret ceremonial rites that they're having, the killing and sacrificing of men, women, and children
allegedly.
To their allegedly, right? To their false gods. So we're actually seeing them be portrayed in real time right now on the internet. And then, hey, officer, I can't even say allegedly no more. This stuff is CIA and FBI documents. I can't.
Allegedly.
I got to go in on this.
Hey. That's all I'm saying. Just because this is what I'm saying. Just because someone's name is mentioned in the file, it doesn't necessarily implicate them for doing something, right? Because there have been people who
have been mentioned.
It's one Edomite guy down in Florida who started he was the one that initially started looking into Epstein like in 2006, 2003, 2006.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's named in it, but because of what he's saying about what they're doing. So
right.
That's why we throw out the allegedly. You know what I mean? That's why we put it in.
Hey, but also it's funny you say that. It was a man that was not mentioned in Epstein files. And everybody accused him of child abuse and child molestation. Michael Jackson. It's nowhere in the files. Nowhere in the files.
Mike was a hero.
and they included a picture of Michael Jackson with Epstein,
which was Photoshop,
right?
Allegedly,
but also as if it came from the island, in which the picture has been proven that wasn't even on the island. But they released it in conjunction with the rest of the files to imply that Michael Jackson has something to do with that. For the record, I never believed Mike did it.
For the record,
I never believed Mike did it. You know what I mean?
But could you imagine if the Epstein files was full of black men?
Oh man,
bro, it would be insane.
We'll be persecuted right now. We'll be persecuted to this day,
Files
bro.
would have came out a long time ago.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a whole new ICE. It's gonna be
It'll be Blice.
It's gonna be for our black.
Yeah, Blice.
They gonna have our ass back in Africa licking and split. We'll be back, boy. We'll be in Liberia right now. You know what I mean? Get them out of here.
And officer, what you just said about that picture that was surfacing online with Michael Jackson, it was a woman that came out and she had the real picture. Epstein wasn't in there. Epstein was nowhere in the picture. It was her and Mike that was in the picture together. And she was like, you see this? This is Photoshop. And she proved it. She had the Polaroid picture. She had it and showed it on the camera. This is the real picture. I was like, oh, wow. They putting people in pictures that ain't even there. So, hey, man, all this evil.
What if we got over there, man?
Let's go.
They could identify and locate children like they were ordering them from a menu. Huh? Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, that's touchstone.
Oh, boy. That is crazy. I don't even, it has me shook. I mean, what the hell do you expect they doing? Like, this is 100% this is what they doing. Absolutely. And so, no, it's even probably going to get worse, too. And this is the guy. Billionaire Les Wexner, founder of Victoria's Secret, is now unredacted as a co-conspirator. He gave Epstein power of attorney and a Manhattan mansion. Wait a minute. So this guy gave Jeffrey Epstein a Manhattan mansion? Well, why would he do that? That seems a little bit like that's weird. Why would somebody just give away a mansion like that?
Real quick. So yeah, exactly. So with what we're listening to right now, we really gotta go deep on this because most of these billionaires
use that term right now.
Right. My bad.
Say that, man.
Investigate it further.
Yeah, we gotta investigate.
Investigate it further.
We gotta make diligent inquisition.
Yeah, diligent
about
inquisition.
what's going on here, man. You know?
So right. So there was a company called Touchstone that was very big back in the day when we was in school. Yeah. That was heavy with taking our pictures, and it took our pictures for the school. These perverts allegedly were behind this company, and they were using certain pictures to target certain kids that they wanted.
And that's how you know that this expands further than just Epstein and those people at the top.
Sir.
You know what I mean?
This is global.
Like I was talking with Black Dynamite down there. We were talking about like last week. The social workers are the ones who know which kids are the most vulnerable.
Yes.
The ones who know if they have parental oversight and so forth. And unfortunately, a lot of the kids in our community, a majority of them, I'm going to say majority, but a lot of them don't really have real parental oversight, right? Or any type of guardianship over them. So if they were to go missing, who's checking for them?
Nobody.
And the fact that they got these people who go down to the schools and allegedly and take the photos and so forth, and they have a catalog of children for them to be able to choose from, right? That show you that it's a conglomerate. It's a big operation where people of low level all the way up, they have to work, in tandem in order to make these things happen. Epstein's not coming down to the street to pick up a kid.
No, not at all.
Right.
Other people's gonna do that.
And there's a system involved that they create. Because, how in the world we know about, when I was in Atlanta, I knew that Atlanta was one of the major sex trafficking hubs. And then they used Birmingham, Montgomery, and it went all the way up to 65 towards Chicago. So how in the world our low-level behinds knew about this, and these police and all these magistrates and judges don't know.
They tap in phones. They know everything. You
know,
know
bro.
what I mean? They got keyword searches. They can find out exactly what you're saying. But somehow nobody knows.
Nobody
somehow.
knows.
And the thing is, what's really crazy, it's not just Epstein. That's just the one
He's
that's
the fall
in
guy.
the
Right.
news. You know how many of these rings are going on, man? You know how many of these things that actually happen? It
All over
just
the world.
so happened to be Epstein at this particular point. You know what I mean? He's just the one that's in the news. But it's still going. And the ring that Epstein was a part of, it's still going on right now.
It's still going
You
on.
think everybody that was there molesting kids just sobered up like, oh, this is wrong. I'm not gonna do that
Put their hands in
anymore.
their pocket.
What was I thinking? I'm glad that Epstein was arrested because now I can see my fault. No, them niggas still trying to get kids.
Yep.
Still getting them.
Still.
Y'all remember Pizzagate?
Yeah.
and then they try how fast they tried to bury that, talking about hot dogs. And I was like, I've never seen so many millionaires eat hot dogs and pizzas, hamburgers and stuff.
Bro, that's so what's so crazy about it is because we were talking about the disenfranchised and how that's the demographic that's targeted.
Right.
A couple of years back, it was like what 60,000 some odd black women. missing?
Yeah.
It's 97,000. They said 97,000 reported annually of being missing in our community, which is 36% of all missing women within the United States. Last I checked, they said that we are a minority.
Exactly.
Yeah, they did.
But we account for most of the
For the majority of the missing women.
That's crazy.
How does that happen?
Somebody lying.
Bruh, it's only
math
one
on.
person. It's only one. We had Epstein was arrested.
Right.
Ghislaine Maxwell was his co-conspirator at the time. We know now that there's more people involved, but at the time, she's the only one that's in jail behind this whole thing. She's the only one.
Yep.
So
That's crazy.
Yeah, somehow just those two are the ones that got
Right.
got their hands on all these damn people.
With
It's
all
just
the names in his file.
Yeah, man.
All right, go ahead, play it.
Wow. What are the odds of that?
All right, let's go to the next one. Like, what are the odds? There is no odds. All this stuff is by choice. It is. I mean, it is rich people that believe in Satanism. Hey, they gonna do what they do. If they see us as chattel and cattle and all that stuff, man, they gonna do whatever they want to do.
Right.
Go ahead.
The next one. Yeah, right about it.
Come on, IT.
Well, okay.
We know that there are multiple administration officials, including Howard Lutnick, Elon Musk, who served as the appointee for the Doge efforts in the White House. We know that the Secretary of Navy. We know that Steve Bannon. We know that there are more than 36 associates, family members, and individuals directly associated with Donald Trump named in those files. Now, there are now at least 9 or 10 other countries across the world that have opened investigations or forced their leaders to step down because of their mere association with Jeffrey Epstein.
Now she
and
said
the United States
she
government is
said 9
engaged in an
or 10 countries,
Right.
which goes
Right.
back to the point that we was making earlier that this is not just here in America. It's
No.
not just Epstein.
Right. Global.
This is all over the world. The white man is just not in America. The white man is everywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
He controls the whole world. So this what you call it? What you call it? This case
Right.
has opened up over 9 countries. So this is going on all across the world. It's just being talked about here.
And for it to be an issue that a country has to open up a case, right, that means it's a large conspiracy in all these different countries.
Exactly.
As well.
Because I was talking about earlier how the leader in, was it Dubai?
Yeah, yeah.
The prince in Dubai had to step down because of this.
Well, no,
Sultan.
so-called prince, the Sultan, but also
Yeah.
so-called Prince Andrew. You know what I mean? I think they
Okay,
took away
yeah.
his I don't think he designated as royalty anymore.
Yeah,
He
they
never
took away his
was. He
royalship.
never was. But yeah.
And then also, if we look at some of the names that she named, right? Those are very powerful people in the United States government right
Elon.
now. Somebody that ran Doge. She mentioned the Secretary of the Navy. These are people that in position. Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon was the chief advisor to Donald Trump in his first term. These are very, very powerful people, and some of those Congress people have seen the unredacted files.
Right.
They know the names Why ain't nobody in jail?
Hey, you know what? In fact, I forget his name, but the one of the floor speakers, he said if the FBI and the DOJ did not release the actual unredacted name, he was going to mention it on the floor.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He started saying the names on the floor. You know what they did to him?
Cut the mic.
Cut the mic.
Cut the
bro.
mic on.
Cut the
They
power off. Cut the power off.
He's right. They cut the power off. Man, they shut the man lights off.
Yo, bro. Cut the
A
power.
live feed.
Click.
Who got power? Like, bro, we were
Bruh.
talking about who got power. That's a live feed, from the floor of Congress.
Yo.
And he's talking, and whoever it is that got power, they said, nah,
Cut the lights.
cut that.
Cut everything
Cut
off.
it. They said, cut that off.
Dang.
And one thing that stuck out to me for what she said, there's all the people being listed for their mere association.
Right.
To be
That's the allegeds.
associated, you have to be in agreement with the people that you're around. You know what I
Right.
mean? If I'm not going to be associated with someone who allegedly molests kids, we're not. You'll never be able to say that we are associates. You know what I mean? I will wholeheartedly come out and say that's 100% wrong. Lock him up. That's what he need to be. He need to be locked up somewhere. That's what he need to be. Read that real quick in Ecclesiasticus.
Hey, what you saying, officer? Before you read that, the president was named 38,000 times. 38,000, and it's just what we got so far. It could be more, but right now, 38,000 times your name come up next to a pedophile.
Yeah, they say it's more than God in the Bible.
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy, bro. Yeah, yes, sir. Read that real quick. Sirach 13:15.
Sirach chapter 13 and verse 15. Every beast loveth his life, and every man loveth his neighbor.
Because a lot of people are trying to make the cop out that, well, I was just associates with them. I came around for business transactions and so forth. That was this, but you got a long-standing relationship. The people I have long-standing relationships with that I deal with on that level, I know something about their life. You know what I mean? And even if you don't know anything intricate about their life, it's certain things that they do you're gonna pick up on just by being around them.
Right.
And if you're comfortable being around that, it says something about you. Keep reading.
All flesh consorted according to kind, and a man will cleave to his
That's
life.
what the Bible says. Spirits are gonna cleave together. It's something about their spirit that's gonna come together. You remember when Bishop was talking about the brothers at the end of the Sabbath went to the one brother and said, "Hey man, you'll go to the strip club."
Yep.
Oh man.
And
Somehow.
like, how did you know to go to him?
Yep.
The ex you want to go to the strip club.
Right.
Cause those spirits they attract
Yep,
together.
Exactly.
How is it then that bruh, if a serial pedophile finds that he want to have some type of friendship with me? Why didn't they want to be friends with me? Like, what did I do? What did I do for him want to be friends with me?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Me?
And then after you realize that, and y'all still friends, because a lot of these people, they kept the relationship even after the facts came out that he was indicted for the pedophilia.
Right.
And they still maintain those relationships.
You gotta ask why.
Right.
Because birds of a feather
Flock
together.
Stop sign.
And they're trying to snatch up them eggs. Well, go ahead, man.
That's crazy.
Active cover-up of the largest sex trafficking scandal in
Back it up just a
influence
little bit.
peddling.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Asian. We know that the Secretary of Navy. We know that Steve Bannon. We know that there are more than 36 associates, family members, and individuals directly associated with Donald Trump named in those files. Now, there are now at least 9 or 10 other countries across the world that have opened investigations or forced their leaders to step down because of their mere association with Jeffrey Epstein. And the United States government is engaged in an active cover-up of the largest sex trafficking scandal and influence peddling scandal in the history of the United States, and Donald Trump is right at the center of it. And the person who is living to provide the evidence, who knows what is going on, is trying to invoke the Fifth to buy her clemency. So let's be clear on what we saw here today. This was an effort to essentially try to secure her pardon by keeping her mouth shut. And we will not allow this silence to stand.
All right, so wait. So I'm gonna just be real. Let's get Daniel chapter 5. This is what we're seeing in real time right now. Daniel chapter 5 verse 25.
And why are you looking for it? One thing that I find peculiar about this is that everybody trying to specify one person.
Right.
Like, why is all the attention on one person? Like, it's usually like, this is going to be our scapegoat. This is who we're going to say is the one that's
Gonna take the fall.
it's a reason why they keep trying to pinpoint one or two people. It's much larger. You think those are the only people a part of government that has something to do with that? Like, hell nah.
Bullshit.
Right, exactly. But they're gonna pinpoint just one person. That's because they know if I throw this smoke screen up, it was just him. Maybe they can slip up out of there.
Hey, you just reminded me, officer. It was a class that Bishop had. Shout out to Bishop. It was about red herring, about how you create a smoke screen for the masses, but then your agenda is somewhere totally different. It diverts the attention elsewhere. So that was a good point. Every time you see that it's one man's name coming up, it's something behind that. They're trying to divert your eyes somewhere else where it's really right in front of your face. Because I even heard, I even have read some documents that says otherwise why Trump name is named so many times. Allegedly, they said that he was the one, the insider
that blew the whistle
that was blowing the whistle on a lot of stuff. And then it had me think, officer. I was like, wait a minute. You remember Trump was going up against, what's her face? No, not Hillary. The second time. Kamala, right? Kamala Harris. Who defended the man that was not on the Epstein files? You remember when Michael Jackson got persecuted, right?
Yeah.
Trump was in his corner.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Who was the prosecutor?
Was it Kamala?
Kamala Harris. Yeah. So I was like, wait a minute. This is playing again in real time, just in a different time frame. They was pointing the finger at MJ, saying, "Oh, he's the child molester. He do this, he do that." Had all the FBI raid his house multiple times. Had a lot of indictments on him, and none was proven. Then the man that blew the whistle, allegedly, they saying in the files, is allegedly why his name keep coming up is because he was the one telling on the evil that was going on.
Yeah, in fact, he said so Michael Jackson. Yeah, that's how you know they got power.
Bruh.
Michael Jackson is literally the most famous person in the world.
Right.
Donald Trump kids speak about, oh yeah, we grew up next door to Michael Jackson. Like, the pinnacle of black people get to live next door to Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Donald Trump kids like, yeah, I know. I just grew up playing video games with Michael Jackson. It was never a problem.
Yeah,
so it's just that power dynamic is crazy. It got to be the tippiest top of black people to be all somewhat close to what, I'm not gonna say he's running the mill, but
right,
it's a lot of rich white people. You know what I mean? It's white people that's way richer than him.
Right.
Michael Jackson had to make it to the very top in order to even be next door to him.
Right.
But to Keith Dunn's point, the kids have said like, no, yeah, we grew up, we played video games with Michael Jackson. Trump said, yeah, no, he's hanging with Dunn growing up all the time. It was never a problem. I never had any issues with it, but all of a sudden now.
And then I gotta put this out here. They actually what's this Macaulay Culkin? They actually had an interview of him. He said yeah, we stayed in Michael Jackson's bedroom. And it was like, you have to get the context. Michael Jackson's bedroom is like 2 stories. So we was downstairs while he's upstairs in his own room. Like, why y'all weird? Why y'all thinking X, Y, and Z going on?
Smoke screen.
And speaking of that, what you were saying about the red herring, you know, Epstein Files was huge on social media last week or so, 2 weeks. What is happening that we are all talking about right now? They will cause a war. They will start a war. A war to keep from talking about Epstein.
Beautiful.
And the thing is,
That's beautiful right there. Beautiful, bro.
Hey, I don't know if you know, last week they said release the alien file.
Yeah.
Bro, they said release the
Where is it coming from, bro?
Like, so they released Cure for Cancer. Like, damn, they didn't get them.
Yep.
No.
Tell them about aliens. Tell them niggas about aliens.
Go to war with Iran.
All right, let's start a war with Iran.
Right, they're going to be
Some
dropping
gonna get away
nukes.
from it.
Because what we're getting into, I know they call it the Epstein Files, but like we're saying, it's global. And what we're getting into, it's about to be a lot of light shed on a lot of dark evil that's been going on for decades, hundreds of years in this land to keep it in power. And like you said, they're throwing all this stuff up. Oh, give them this, give them that, give them this. because they really don't want us to see what's in these files. Because, hey, also, I bet you in some of these files, what is that? Desert Storm gonna come up too. Now get me that in Daniel chapter 5 verse 25, because this is what we're watching in real time.
Daniel chapter 5 and verse 25.
Start 24.
Verse 24. Then was the part of the hand sent from him, and this writing was written.
So shout out to writings on the wall. So, this is that hand that was writing on the wall, and let's see the message it wrote. Read.
And this is the writing that was written, meaning, to call, you percent. This is the interpretation of the thing, meaning God has numbered thy kingdom and finished it.
So Mene is God has numbered thy kingdom, meaning every kingdom on the earth has a particular number of rule, like how long it's going to rule on the planet. And it's amazing that the Israelites was actually told world history before it happened in Daniel. Daniel expressed who was going to rule and who's going to be the last kingdom. Read.
Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and are found wanting.
So you're weighed in the balances and you're found lacking, meaning, it has to fall. Read.
Peres, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians.
I want y'all to really understand why am I going here, because this was the translation between the Babylonians into the Persians and Medes. You had some of the Persians and Medes in the place of government at this time. You also have Persians and Medes in the place of government at this time. At the same time, you have, it says, thy kingdom is divided. Y'all remember what Christ said, a kingdom divided amongst itself cannot stand? That shows you that the division that's going to happen in the near future is going to divide this nation so bad, it's going to cause a civil war. You can't get around that, because in this time there was a civil war. It was certain of the magistrates that was made of the Persians fighting some of the Babylonians at that time. You can read all this in any history book. It was fights going on. And then keep reading. We're going to see one of them.
Then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet and put a chain of gold about his neck.
Read.
And made a proclamation concerning him that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom.
So at this time, this was during that age of decadence that I mentioned. They was in the midst of serving their idols of silver and gold, drinking, reveling, things of that nature. And God was like, hey, y'all found lacking. Y'all country cannot stand no more. You're at the end of your rulership. Read.
And that night was Belshazzar, the king of Chaldeans, slain.
He was slain that night. In his own palace, he was killed. By who? Read.
And Darius the Median took the kingdom, being about 62 years old.
That's Darius the first. So he was one of the major ones to have Belteshazzar killed at this time. So that means that he was in the magistrate, in those secret and intricate places of government to have this coup done. So why do we think that the Lord ain't gonna repeat himself in Babylon the Great? Why do we think that this is gonna change?
Right.
It's crazy.
You know what you were saying is that's beautiful. Like that's my that's beautiful.
HR Reaper.
Hey man, but what we was talking about, distractions and red herrings.
Yes, sir.
Esau, they telling you straight up what they doing. Play this video right quick.
Oh, y'all remember that?
Like you don't know what it is.
Rewind a little bit. Rewind.
I actually saw this live. I saw it.
You don't know what it is. You don't know what that is. I have no idea. You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know. We don't know. All the comics and show business don't know what this is. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, the all-mocking tongue. For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile, so you don't know what's really going on. Look at him trying to count it out. It's hilarious. Hilarious. You know what they're trying to do? Who? They're trying to turn us into, consumer drones of some sort. I just got to get this. Yeah. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I was temporarily interrupted by my iPhone 6 Plus.
Hey, see that's it, right? It's a lot. It's a lot being said right there. We're distracted. We got all these things going on. We got all these shows going on. We laughing. We hee and ha ha. We on TikTok. We on our phones. Man, but and here it is. Esau over here. They doing this. Hey, laugh about this. But over here, they destroying Cuba. They got Cuba in the dark right now. Trashed all in the city.
Yep.
They got a war about to start in Iran. But we are so distracted by things of the world right now.
And officer, this same thing also, I see why Esau try to keep us docile, laughing all the time, happy, and disconnected from history. Because this same thing happened in Rome.
Right.
You remember when Rome was about to fall, you had the Greek games, it ramped up. Who was the gladiators? We were, our ancestors were. And what were we dying for in that ring? They actually sacrificed us to their gods. Yep. When you look at Spartacus, it talks about blood and sand, and how our ancestors dying in the ring was for the people and for their gods being offered. So when we look at football, hockey, soccer, you're in this big arena, everybody watching them, and it's putting all your energy into these idols, really, that we set up in our mind.
Right.
Because you got to think about it. The team mascots, those are idols.
Like what exactly does a basketball player do to be worth $200 million for 5 years? like is the jump shot that cold where you need $200 million for 5 years? You know, the payment isn't necessarily for the sport; it's for the distraction that it causes to the masses of the people. Right? Read Wisdom of Solomon real quick. You know, to the point that that Black Dynamite, hey, that was beautiful, bro.
Beautiful,
you know
man.
What he just said was beautiful. You know,
Beautiful.
Go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 real quick and read verse 12.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 and verse 12. For the bewitching of naughtiness, the obscure things that are honest.
The Bible says the bewitching of that tricking of naughtiness, it make the things that are honest obscure. Man, it's hard to see. You know, it's like a fog where it's hard to really see what's going on. That's what all these distractions are about. When you introduce all these things being introduced into the media at the same time, the main thing that's going on get lost. You can't keep the main thing. You know, we got aliens coming out. We got cures for cancer. We about to go to war with Iran. We got and plus a plethora of other things. You know, then I think they had like the All-Star game not too long ago.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't be keeping track, man. But they had like the All-Star games and all these different. It's just so much stuff going on. How can you really see what's really happening? Keep reading.
And the wonder on concupiscence does undermine the simple mind.
The wondering of concupiscence, it undermines the simple mind. Our people who can't see straight because they don't follow the Bible, they can't see the state of the world through what the scriptures say. Your mind has been undermined. You know, they treat you like the masses in the U.S., you're treated like you're stupid. Right. You can see what's going on directly in front of you, and they just tell you, nah, that ain't what happened. And you be like, yeah, you're right.
It didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen.
With that email, the black light.
Right. Yeah. Give you a little flash.
Men in Black, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Men in Black.
You forget everything that's going on. Your mind has been undermined. You know, it says it undermines the simple mind. You getting wrapped up in all these different things. You're easily distracted. You know, you can see things plainly in front of you and still not care. Because all this Epstein stuff, obviously it's bigger than Epstein, right? But if people really cared about what was going on, you don't think it'd be like an uproar? I mean, I ain't talking about us, because we have an understanding about what's going on. But people that's in the world, and they see all of this, if they really cared, if their mind wasn't being undermined, don't you think it'd be a bigger issue than what it is right now?
Yeah, it would.
They don't care,
though.
You know what I mean? Their mind been undermined, man.
But choke out a dog. Choke a dog out and see what happens.
Yeah, bro.
You go, hey, don't do no harm to animal. All right, no harm. We don't want no harms to come to animals. But if somebody harms a little puppy or a dog, bro, it's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if they're a celebrity.
100%, man. But this thing, it just kind of get whatever. It's on the back burner now. Like Black Dynamite said, ain't nobody really even talking about it no more. It's like a couple little social media influencers who still speaking about it, but for the most part, people moving on to other things.
Yep.
You know,
I think that's the dangerous part about the society that we live in too. To add on to what I was just saying, get 1 Ezra 5:73, because like when nowadays it's hard to believe in the truth because it's always so much noise going on. They bombard you with information constantly, and you don't know what to believe nowadays. So that influx of information causes you to just be confused all the time, and that's the state that black people are in. We're confused. We became so far off of the goal. We don't even know we don't have a goal. Black people don't have a goal. They're just existing in today's time. Read verse 72. But this is what the other nations understand, because I can remember a time growing up where the TV wasn't on all the time.
Right.
Like after a certain period of time, the TV went blank.
Right.
But then as we got older, the TV, started to stay on all night. It was some shows you couldn't even watch because it was blurry. You know what I'm saying? Like BET After Dark. You couldn't see that. You know what I'm saying? It was a little static, you know what I'm saying? But now everything that you want to see is on your phone. You know what I'm saying? So the constant distractions will keep us off track. Read that.
And the point that you're making, like when we went to this Mardi Gras thing yesterday, you said it's so much less people out there. We've been saying that for like the last couple of years. All the places we go through, it's less and less people. Where are they at? In the house?
In the house.
In the house, on their phone, on the TV, on the games. You know what I mean? 100%.
Even in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? The Bayou classes, they used to be thick, lit. You know what I'm saying? Now every year we go out there, you starting to see less and less people. Yep. Read that.
1 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 72. But the heathen of the land lying heavy upon the inhabitants of Judea and holding them straight hinder their building.
And that's what they understand. They understand that if they keep us in sin, then we stay at the bottom.
Right.
But we are so blinded to that we don't see that. So all the TV shows, the games, the people that they put out in front of us, all that is put there as a distraction. Keep reading.
And by their secret plots and popular persuasions and commotions.
And noise, because the noise is just a lot of confusion. Like the white noise, the black noise, you know what I'm saying? Like it's there all the time. And when you first hear it, it's irritating.
Yeah.
Right.
But then after you hear it for so long, you don't even hear it no more. Now it becomes a part of who you are. And that's the noise, that's all the noise that we see today. It becomes a part of us to where we don't know what's right, what's left, what's up, what's down. Should we be going forward or backward? We just go with the flow.
Right.
Finish it out.
They hindered the finishing of the building all the time that King Cyrus lived. So they were hindered from building for the space of 2 years until the reign of King Darius.
And that's why you see we go on all these blitz, and most of the time you just see black people, ignorant black people, just out there doing whatever. Like they don't even see no wrong. The adults don't see the children don't see the adults. No respect. It's just an amalgamation of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can tell what's right or what's wrong. That's hindering the finishing of the building. They want us to stay blinded at the bottom.
That's it.
To this day.
To this day.
Go ahead.
Hey, let me get Matthew 24:36.
I know this about to be beautiful.
It's about to be beautiful.
Man, hey, officers, that was beautiful, man.
Beautiful.
Like I said, all the distraction. But we know, when we read the Bible, we know things like that going to be going on. We know our people are going to be caught up in foolishness out there in the world. But read it.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
What day is that? What day is that talking about? The day of the Lord. When the black Messiah come back on this earth.
That's right.
Read on.
That's right. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating.
So in the days before the destruction came during Noah's time, what were they doing?
They were eating.
They was eating. They was they was on. At that, I'm just gonna speed it up to this time. They was on their phone doing food reviews and this good and go over here. Read on.
And drinking.
They was drinking. Read on.
Marrying,
having sex, marrying. Read on.
And giving in marriages until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Until the Israelites said, "Hey, that's it." Till Christ came back. The Israelites have been preaching for years and years and years and years. Repent, put away your sin. It's been said. We see it every Sabbath. We on the street every Sabbath in a city near you. We online every Sabbath, 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We've been saying it. Read on.
Come on, Turtle War.
Read!
Let's go.
Turtle War.
Read!
He lost his place.
Read!
Damn, the water they got it.
I just scared this brother, man.
And
Damn. Hold on. All right, go ahead, man.
And
Read.
do not until the flood came and took them all away.
Until Christ come back, and it's gonna be too late when that sky crack open. But the brothers in purple been telling you, repent, repent, repent. But when that sky crack, it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late, brothers and sisters.
Say, hey, so I got a message for all y'all, a Luciferian, in this Epstein files. All y'all gay. All y'all fake and gay. Shout out to Judge Wick. Shout out
Got
to
it
Judge
to you, officer.
Hey, you know what got into me, officer?
I don't think we can say that.
Oh, I'm gonna say it. All y'all are gay, and all y'all are fake and gay.
Don't say what got into you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that part. What got it?
Okay, so
What came over you? What came
No.
over you?
The idea that was sprung up, right? gotta cover all my bases and angles.
That was a setup, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? So you really gotta think about everything that we going over. All like, bruh, y'all messing with little kids. Y'all messing with the PP, the booty. Y'all gay. All y'all are gay.
Damn.
All of y'all. And you're going to hell.
Damn.
All of y'all. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get with this video.
I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.
Donald Trump is going to pardon Ghislaine Maxwell right after the midterms, or sooner, if it's politically convenient. Until then, she'll continue to be the most spoiled prisoner in the entire Bureau of Prisons, complete with access to a puppy, customized meal plans, after-hours visitors, and unrestricted laptop access. None of this makes any sense unless you understand how powerful Ghislaine Maxwell is, even in prison. So let's get into it. Her initial sentence was 20 years back in 2022 for sex trafficking and conspiring with Epstein to abuse minors. After Epstein's questionable, illogical, and mysterious death in prison, she is now the only person on earth with the intimate knowledge of the sexual deviancy of billionaires, royalty, and world leaders. From her low-security prison in Tallahassee, she was able to get a meeting with the Deputy Attorney General of the United States. Of the 115,000 employees that work for the Department of Justice, she was able to get a meeting with the second in command of the DOJ. Just yesterday, they asked the survivors of Epstein and Ghislaine how many of them had tried to meet with the DOJ.
How many of you have reached out either individually or through a lawyer or representative to offer to provide testimony and evidence? All of them.
The DOJ didn't have time to meet with any of the victims, but the Deputy Attorney General of the United States of America had time to meet with the worst living sex offender on earth, and that meeting lasted 2 days. After that meeting, with no justification given, Ghislaine was moved from her low-security prison in Tallahassee to a minimum security prison in Texas that has never allowed a sex offender in its history. Not only is she receiving special treatment at the prison.
So basically, they took Ghislaine from a pedophile prison, a maximum security prison in Florida, and moved her to a cushier prison.
Right.
I wonder why. Why is that? Do that make any sense? That makes no sense.
Somebody got a word, bro.
It makes zero sense. The only way it can make sense is, like you watch the movies and they show up to the bad guy's house or whoever's house and say, all right, I demand this, but it's a possibility they could end up being killed.
Right.
Say, but if you do anything to me, I've already set up for this person to take this there or this here or this there. That's the only thing I can think about. Like, is that the Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah, he is. That's it.
Has had set up some type of contingency plan, and allow for the DOJ to know that, like, hey, I mean, y'all can not move me if you want. Y'all can try to off me if you want. But if anything happened to me, all those parts you had redacted, it's about to be all over the internet, Playboy. Bruh. Everybody about to have that. That's the only thing that makes sense in this scenario.
Right. Yep. He took a 2-day meeting with the pedophile, but then you have victims,
right,
who wants to tell their story, who wants, hey, I'm raising my hand, I want to tell you what happened to me, I want to name names. You don't take a meeting with them, but you go talk to the pedophile for 2 days.
Right.
That's crazy. That's the world we living in, y'all.
the world we
And
live
so the second in command of DOJ had to go down to wherever she's at,
Right.
to meet with her for 2 days. But all these other people who have actually been victimized want to tell their story, but they say, "Nah, we ain't talking
Nah,
about
player, we don't want to hear that.
Damn.
Stop sign.
Stop sign.
But going to your point, that's how you really know. Hey, they got that phone call, officer.
Right.
They got that phone call. Like, hey, you mess with her, it's a wrap for you. So they just covering their bases. All right, go ahead.
Supposed to be in. One of the other prisoners, Julia Howell, spoke to the media about how she's disgusted that Ghislaine Maxwell is there. And that same day, the warden kicked Julia Howell out of the prison and sent her to a higher security prison. If
So
you
wait
saw
a
my
minute,
previous video, then you know that.
Stop. You see, okay, so because you got to think about it, it has to be contingency plans made up. Because if this woman was disgusted and she's a prisoner, that means that she was gonna do something. So it's like, nah, you know what? Let's tie all the ends, get her up out of here, send her to where she can't talk no more, and then we're gonna move her how we want to move her. So, hey, bro, all this is scripted. Like Cap said one time, bro, we living in a movie. This is a B-listed movie.
Show, man.
This is a TV show.
Everything that's going on right now, it don't seem like real life.
Bro, it's a Tubi show. It's on Tubi, bro.
This is a Tubi episode.
A Tubi movie, bro.
We went from, a possible assassination attempt on the president to a group of people storming the White House.
Like
right?
5 years ago.
Yeah, man. We done had alien files being released.
Yeah, Project Paperclip.
We have all these things happening. And I was like, bro, like, are you planning this?
Right.
It's playing out in a way as if these things had to be planned. This can't be spontaneous actions right here, man.
Not at all.
You know what I mean? I think it's a more now. Y'all go ahead.
President Trump has refused to say that he won't pardon her. The President of the United States has refused to say on multiple occasions that he will not pardon the worst living sex offender on earth. And lastly, she's still alive.
And like I said, with us keep pinpointing to one person, you already under a psychological operation. They call it a psyop. It ain't no way she is the worst out of the entire planet. Get out of here with all that garbage. Because this is still going on in the earth. It's still going on. We just revealing a little bit that's going on in the States and on the Western Hemisphere. But what about the Eastern Hemisphere?
Right.
What about what Ishmael is doing to our brothers and sisters over there?
And it's not even the only one on the Western Hemisphere. It's just the one that made it to the news.
Right.
It's the one that made that surface to social media. Right. There are secret societies. Some secret societies, you know their names, but you don't know their actions. You don't actually know what they do inside of it. There are secret societies you don't even know the name of. You know what I mean? And like back in the day, they say that's a conspiracy theory.
That's a psyop.
The term conspiracy theory is a psyop. Because
yeah.
the moment that you label it, you ain't even got to label some conspiracy theory. You just put out the terminology conspiracy theory.
Right.
And then when everybody hears something like that, in their mind, it automatically say, oh, no, that got to be a conspiracy theory.
They automatically shut it down.
Yeah,
right.
man. Yeah, 100%. It's so many of these type of organizations that's operating right now. Their name just not came up yet.
Yep.
Go ahead.
If you believe Jeffrey Epstein killed himself in prison, you have to understand that Ghislaine Maxwell has most likely taken steps to ensure that will not happen to her. Now, this part is just a guess, but most likely she's written letters or recorded videos, and she's given it to her lawyers or to her estate with the stipulation that if anything happens to me in prison, this gets released to the world, thereby ensuring her survival. This is a woman who, with one interview or one deposition, could bring down billion-dollar companies or entire governments. She is in prison, but she is not a prisoner.
One thing I disagree with, though, no matter what she say, it ain't gonna bring down no government.
No, nah.
It ain't gonna bring down no companies either.
Nope.
You know what I mean? They'll just dismiss whatever it is that she say. Like, so I can see she may have a little bit of power with the information that she got, but at the end of the day, those who got real power, they just be like, whatever. So,
right.
So, what are you gonna do about it? That's what it's gonna come down to at the end. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they said Pam Bundy. She said if all the names in the file came out, it would destroy it would bring down society. Like, it's so many people. You had all those billionaires, all these name brands, people that run all these cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, all that stuff will crash.
Bro, nobody would care.
Nobody would care.
They don't care right now.
Right.
They don't care.
They can release every name right now. Like, what was the basketball owner name? He said like some super racist stuff.
Oh yeah, from the Clippers.
And everybody was like, no, we're not gonna watch the Clippers anymore. And some of the players were like, oh no, we're not gonna take the floor. Them niggas on the court right now.
They went out there. They went out there hooper
right now. And y'all still paying for the ticket to play. Ain't nothing gonna change. People don't care. People don't care about what's going on. As long as their life not immediately affected, they don't care.
That's it. That's it. That's it. All right, let's get into this other video.
State lawmakers are trying to create a truth commission to get some answers about one of our state's biggest mysteries.
What exactly happened at the late Jeffrey Epstein's notorious Zorro Ranch outside Santa Fe? Zach Rael spoke with New Mexico State Representative Andrea Romero to find out.
30 miles south of Santa Fe, perched on the southern rim of the Galisteo Basin, sits the former Zorro Ranch, once the property of Jeffrey Epstein. The convicted sex offender bought the 8,000 acres in 1993 from former New Mexico Governor Bruce King, built a mansion, and somehow
hold up,
kept
pause
what
for a second. So this is prior to the island.
Right.
This is get the audience mind into what we're looking at. This is Epstein's property prior to the island. All right, go ahead.
Prelude. Are hidden from public view. State Representative Andrea Romero says that mystery needs a truth commission.
That will essentially investigate the crimes of Jeffrey Epstein and his cronies in the 26 plus years that he was operating in New Mexico.
Romero is asking federal lawmakers to form a bipartisan commission with the power to compel testimony about what happened at Zorro Ranch.
What we're going to try to do is get everything on the record in the time span that he was here.
What the Justice Department has revealed and what we know from court filings is multiple women say that they were trafficked to or abused at Epstein's ranch. Annie Farmer testified during Ghislaine Maxwell's trial that she was brought to Zorro Ranch and forced to give and get massages from Maxwell and Epstein.
And when we heard the allegations from his various victims of people who alleged that they were trafficked here, that they were sexually abused here, some as children, I'm just heartbroken, and it's just so disgusting to think that that happened on our watch at all.
Romero says those potential crimes haven't been investigated, giving survivors a formal opportunity to testify, preserve their accounts, and figure out whether New Mexico's institutions failed to act.
We haven't really done this since the 1990s to do some of these investigatory type commissions.
They could expose the truth many worked to keep hidden. The Epstein files have exposed a much stronger relationship between the sex offender and former New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson. Emails released by the DOJ
stop
show
right there.
Epstein.
Real quick. Because, officer, this goes back into what you mentioned about how the people don't really care. Right. And honestly, you remember how we started the show? We started the show with teachers, policemen, firemen. Mm-hmm. So, in a way, these people got dirt on them. Mm-hmm. Yep. And they don't want it to come out because their evil is going to come out. Because this is interconnected. Like you mentioned, officer, like it can't bring down the government when you have people in the government behind it.
Right.
They're not going to let certain things out.
No.
So, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Family, wake up. It ain't about one man or one woman. Y'all being fooled. This is interconnected. And then we had a show about the Divine Nine. Mm-hmm. Y'all really think some of these people ain't in sororities and fraternities and they ain't doing this stuff? Come on now. We got to wake up.
And you know that no real like information is going to be released. Because if it was, like, the reason why you know it ain't going to be released is because when old boy started trying to say those names on Congress floor,
oh yeah,
they just turned his mic off. That's what they did. Like, nothing's going to get to the point where they're going to shut down the U.S. government. The U.S. government just be like, no, you're not saying that. You know what I mean? Right.
I need you to shut the hell up.
Delete the conversation or delete you. Like one or the other. You know what I mean? That's another thing that people think is conspiracies as well. You will be deleted. Like for real. You know what I mean? You will disappear.
To your point, what you just said about, they said, because it was ruled that they had to release the entire file by a certain date, right?
Right.
They only were releasing like bits and pieces and crumbs. And they said, well, well, y'all haven't released the file. Y'all in breach of the law. They said, what you going to do about it?
Yeah.
What you going to do about it? To your point, officer.
The DOJ is the law.
Exactly.
They are the law.
Exactly.
That's the law.
I am the law.
You are talking to the law.
Right.
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 but somehow, like, you're breaking the law. Like, I am the law. What you mean?
Gotcha, bitch.
One thing I noticed in that video we were just watching though, like the way that mansion is positioned, the place the way it's at,
off a cliff
on the hill.
Just imagine the mindset of the children that been taken there allegedly. They're in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
It's nowhere to go. You know, the type of dread and despair, like these some evil ass people, bro.
And
he
made the island. He made the island after this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To make it even more secluded.
Right.
There's nowhere to run.
Think about that night, also.
Bro.
No lights, no street lights.
In the desert.
In the desert.
Off a cliff.
He said, lock them up.
Yeah, it is. So, and this is the game that these people are playing. They're playing games with people's lives. Because I don't know why, when you said that cliff, I thought about, you remember in, I think it's Chronicles, it talks about the skull, the Valley of Skulls. It's like where all the dead babies was
oh,
going.
yeah. Like, and also in the Valley of Hanun.
That's it.
Yep.
The Valley of Hanun, like, and we are seeing that these Edomites serve their God, the devil. Mm-hmm. And we got our brothers and sisters still twerking, smoking, drinking, and wars coming to their doorstep, but they warn with their brother, hey, you on my block, you this, you that. Bruh, we gonna be in for a rude awakening when stuff pop off. I'm just being real.
Hey, read Habakkuk chapter 1 real quick as well. He was during the time of Babylon as well. You know, those same things that happened in ancient Babylon, you know. I'm gonna say Neo-Babylon, not ancient Babylon. In Neo-Babylon, you know, those same things are going to be transpiring here, you know. But Habakkuk chapter 1, and let's read verse 4.
Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse...
Start at verse 3.
Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 3.
I'm sorry, verse 2.
Verse 2. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear?
Read.
Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save.
Come on.
Why dost thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance?
It said, because we can see this iniquity.
Right.
And we see the grievance. Continue to read.
For spoiling and violence are before me.
And that's what's being portrayed out on the social media every day. And things that's being shown on Congress and the House of Representatives every day. We see this wickedness. Continue to read.
And there are that raise up strife and contention.
Read.
Therefore the law is slack.
The law is what?
The law is slack.
Read.
And judgment does never go forth.
The judgment does never go forth. Do you think that these billionaires are about to have to go through any judgment?
No. Heck no.
If you believe that, you are retarded.
You're a fool.
You know what I mean? If you believe that,
Christians are retarded.
100%. If you believe that these billionaires is about to be sitting in a prison cell, you are crazy. Right? The drug lords ain't even sitting in no prison cells. And they drug lords.
Right,
you know what I mean? That's like if a drug lord built his own prison and said, I'll go here instead. You think these billionaires who's so far more rich and more powerful than him is about to sit in Angola? You think that's gonna happen? No, it's not. It says judgment ain't gonna never go forth. Continue to read.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
The wicked compass about the righteous. You know, we read it last week that when the wicked is in power, the vilest men are exalted.
Right.
The vilest of men are the ones who being exalted right now. They're the ones who sit in the seat of power. It says that the wicked compass around the righteous. Continue to read.
Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded.
That's what happened, man. Wrong judgment proceeded. You know, we're gonna make the sentence for somebody who sells crack or does this in the streets astronomical amount of time, in which selling crack is wrong. You should 100% not sell crack.
Right.
But billionaires who traffic children to an island, we just gonna redact their names in a document.
Yep.
That's called wrong judgment. I don't know about you, right? A crackhead can choose to smoke crack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one's forcing you, they're holding you down. Here, smoke this crack. Okay.
Okay.
The child that's being trafficked don't have a choice in that matter.
Nope.
The hell is this?
What those crimes right there are not equal. Those crimes are not equal. But somehow they're quick to prosecute, people who do those things because it's primarily in our community, and which is wrong. That no one should be drug dealing in our communities. But the people who doing the most heinous of crimes, they just walking around free. Not only free, they can, if they are locked up, they say move me over here because I like it nicer over there.
Right.
More cushiony.
I want better food, right? And they bringing me better food.
Right.
God.
Damn, tiramisu in
Bro,
prison.
man, they got tiramisu up in there, man. Yeah, man, they're like, man, no, make me a
Cream
little yogurt
brulee.
cup, man. I want a little granola on the top. You know what I mean? Fresh strawberries chopped up. Like yogurt. You know what I mean? If you get fresh strawberries in prison,
You ain't in prison.
Nah, that ain't.
Definitely
No.
ain't in prison.
If you're in prison, you don't get fresh strawberries. You know what I mean?
Get goulash.
Yeah, man. You get the dried strawberries that come out the bag. You gotta sit it in water. You want it hydrated. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, no, it's wrong judgment that go out. These people will not be judged. What? Those billionaires at the top.
Oh no, they're not being touched.
They are not going to be judged.
And then some of them, when the Epstein files started to come out, I'm a step down from the corporation and separate. Man, y'all ain't being judged. Matter of fact, Psalms 58:3. Read that real quick. Psalms 58:3. Because it just gets annoying, officer. You seeing the same movie over and over and over. And it's like when you talk to your people about, this part about to happen, it's still new to them. This is getting old. Read that.
Psalms chapter 58 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Read on.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
So as soon as this spirit of Edom, when they are born, they're born liars. They're liars. Lie. Lie.
What the hell is this?
Keep reading.
Your ass can breathe.
Lie. You a walking, talking contradiction. You a liar. Just by nature, you a liar. Read.
Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear.
So you see,
her ear.
But it's amazing that the scriptures imbues Esau with a serpent. Because serpents, like, if you ever watch the Nature Channel, serpents are very cunning. They're calculated. They're very tactful. And then when they bind their, you have two forms of snakes that either going to kill via poison or choke you out. So, and these are, those are the different forms of Edom. You got the Edomites that's brute force. Hey, they just going to kill you. Then you got the ones that kill you through the poison, which is their policies, their law, their legislation, their good speeches, but then they do stuff behind the scene that is totally opposite of what they just said. And we see that a lot in politics. Family. When are we getting out of politics? When are we getting out of this whole rabbit hole? Because when I was growing up, officer, my mentor told me politics means many. That's what poly means. Ticks is blood-sucking creatures. So that's all politics is many blood-sucking creatures.
Damn.
That's all it is. And we think so heavy on these men or women they understand our plight. Read that last part again.
They are like the deaf adder.
They are like the deaf adder. They ain't listening to you. They gonna steal your kids, steal your wife, steal you. What Antoine Dawson say? Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands, because they stealing everybody out here. Hide them. So why do they do that? They're not listening for your struggles and your plight. They don't care. They don't care. Finish that out.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
So when our brothers and sisters are transported from Atlanta, going down I-20 to get sent on a plane, allegedly to these secret islands, and they're never heard from again, they don't care. All the torture that's happening to them, their ears are stopped up. They don't care. They just want to have their pleasures and have their way with our people.
Right.
We got to get out of this mindset that it's some good white folks in the earth. No, it's not. Not one. Not one.
Bro,
Not one.
You know who else don't care? You know, I know I'm gonna look right into this camera right now, because I know y'all
look dead into the camera. Black Dynamite. Look,
I know y'all thought we forgot, but we did. Where the hell the Christian pastors at?
Where they at though?
Where they at?
Though.
Where Pastor Pam at? Why he ain't speaking about this?
Where the apologists at?
What the other brother who be spitting on brothers' faces? Where he at? Where they at?
Rub that loogie in.
Rub. Where are they? They say they are leaders of the people. Where are you?
They're being gay.
Why are you running?
They're being gay.
Where Pam at?
Yeah, where they at?
They go back over there.
Send you a video.
But you know why they're not saying nothing, officer? Because they are complicit to the evil that's going on.
There you go.
And
They
many-
don't give
They
a
don't
damn.
care.
They
They're
don't give a
complicit
damn.
to it.
And many of them is getting funded by a lot of these people.
Hey,
who
there
are
you
doing
go.
this.
Funded and funded.
Funded and fundled. That came from Officer Keith Dunn. I want to make sure
Funded
it's
and
clear
funded.
that he made the
Funding
statement.
and fundling.
They have been funded and
Beautiful,
funded.
man.
And that was the trip. Allegedly, is that the trip? What the trip to Jerusalem was about? I'll tell you what it was about. Allegedly,
He
I
got
don't
funded
know.
and funded.
Definitely.
Allegedly.
You want this money or what? Throw the money on the ground.
What you gonna do for it?
You trying to do something strange for a piece of change? Allegedly.
So Black
Allegedly.
Dynamite asked
Allegedly.
what Pam was. This is what Pam doing right now.
Come on now.
Oh.
That's fresh oil. Oil fresh. Hallelujah, God. That's fresh oil. Hallelujah. Fire, God. Hallelujah, God. Hallelujah. That's fresh oil, God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, God. Hallelujah. Father, now we pray, God, for this man of God. Lord, we pray. Oh,
Pam, Wellman, yeah, he over there praying for the good old white man.
Wow.
That's what he doing. But what we just read earlier, it's not one good white man that's upon the face of the earth. Everywhere they are found is where evil is at.
That's it.
So whenever you see evil going on, guess what? The white man does somewhere.
Is Town Church a Baptist church or are they a Kojic church? Like what are they? When did they start speaking in tongues? Everybody speaking tongues now?
I think they may be non-denominational. That's just a mixture of
Non-denomination speaking
everybody.
tongues?
Yeah.
Shabba-labba-looba?
Yep.
Bamboo.
I went
Two
to a
cheeseburgers.
non-denomination. They spoke in tongues.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, that's it, man.
But you 100%. Our people will defend,
Yeah, defend 'em.
the evils and the atrocities that have been done to our people to the T. We did a presentation today at a church. A presentation today. The congregation was understanding. You know, the little question and response. Right. You know, they were like, "Yeah, no, that was, Caucasians did that." Right. That, you know, I try to rile them up, get that fire up, and they were like, "Yeah," they were like, "Yeah, that was up, boy." And then after I came down, a lady came up and said,
Jesus love all the
remember,
children.
Jesus loved everybody, though. You know what I mean? You gotta love your enemies.
Go back to sleep, niggas.
And try to. Then she, first off, she horrible. You know what I mean? Women 100% should not be teaching a church
Ever.
at all.
Ever.
It's the most horrible thing I ever heard in my life. My
Listen to
ears,
the black woman.
my ears
My
were
ears are
bleeding from being in there. Blood everywhere. Had to change my shirt. So she goes there misquoting scriptures, trying to talk about Galatians 3 and 28, John 3 and 16. And I was like, so are you using this to negate? Imagine it was a Black History Month thing. It wasn't just us. Like the kids there did Black History things to, you know, they exalt the things that our forefathers, foremothers did. She just negated all that and just says, you still gotta love everybody. Crazy work.
That's
Why?
That's the result of Stockholm syndrome.
It is.
Read 2 Maccabees 4 in verse 15.
Bring it out.
We started at verse 15 in that. I think they did a what you call it? An experiment where they put the people in the prison. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And then they gave them a little bit of food or something like that, and they grew to love the oppression. You've been oppressed for so long to where your enemy give you a little bit of rest or take his foot off your neck a little bit, and you grow this love for them. That's the same thing that happened to us in slavery.
You know, go ahead. You know what Malcolm X had said, right? He said,
Stick me in my
he
back.
said, you stabbed me in my back, and he said, you can't. I don't have we don't have progress if you pull the knife out a little bit.
Right.
We don't have progress if you pull the knife out halfway. Nope. We don't have progress if you pull the knife out all the way. Yep. We don't have progress even when the wound started to heal because the stabbing should have never happened in the first place.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? How you gonna say we're gonna forget everything that happened? And so we have a docile mindset as a people.
Facts. Verse 15.
Second Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 15. Not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
And this is a problem that we have as a nation of people. We go to the streets and we teach our people about God's commandments, but they say, I don't want to do that. Right. I'm going to continue in Christianity. Mm-hmm. So we don't set ourselves by the honor of our fathers, which is the Bible. Mm-hmm. We love the glory of the Americans most of all. 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all these holidays, we would celebrate them over Passover, Feast of Dedication, Sabbath Day, New Moon. We don't want to hear nothing about that. We've been going to church all our lives, and you read about these things in the scriptures, but we won't do them. Keep reading.
By reason whereof, so a calamity came upon them.
So because we like the glory of the Grecians, the Lord said that's the reason why the curses came upon us. Read.
For they had them to be their enemies and avengers.
Now, an enemy is somebody that you're totally against. Right. But an avenger is somebody that's going to save you, which goes back to your point. In one breath, we can speak about the atrocities that happen to us in America by the hand of the white man. We understand that he's our enemy, but in the same breath, we will go to say that we got to love him. How can I love him and hate him at the same time? It doesn't make sense. That's the confusion that we have as a people in America today. We love the white man so much to where we can't hate him. But at the same time, we understand and know that he done all manner of evil to us. Keep reading.
Whose custom they followed so earnestly, and unto whom they desire to be like in all things.
And that's the confusion that we have as a people. We love them in one breath, but in the same breath, we can acknowledge some of the evil that they did to us. But we still won't turn away from their ways. We still won't turn away from them. We cleave to them even more. We want them to be in the same kingdom that we gonna be in, and they oppressed us. Like how in the hell the people that oppress you gonna be in the kingdom of heaven with you?
That don't
How
make
do
no
you
sense.
think that make? They gonna do the same thing when they get up there too?
Right, trying to take you over.
They trying to put Jesus in.
Come on, man.
Golly.
Hey, good point, officer, because this goes back.
That was beautiful.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Beautiful.
Dark side cooking right now, man. Dark side cooking over there.
And to add on to that, officer, it still goes back to Christianity is that venom that the snake of Esau has made to indoctrinate the minds of our people.
Shit worse than crack.
It's worse than crack. You know why? Because Christianity turns our people into chocolate-covered Edomites. That means on the outside you look like my brother, but when you open your mouth and speak, then you sound like a white man.
The hell is
I
this?
know you're destroyed. And that's what Christianity does. That's why we're trying to unchain the minds, officer.
That's it.
That's why we gotta unchain the minds from these chocolate-covered Edomites and these Euro blacks. We gotta unchain them.
So what you're saying is, with this next video we're gonna play with the sister. So what you're saying is Christianity turns us into these type of people. Not this video, but the one with the lady. I was supposed to this early in the week. This is what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? In a nutshell. And they be the old ones too. Yep.
I got my translator.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. That's my translator right here. Go ahead.
That's what Christianity does to the black race.
And officer, it's good that you're about to play this because this is the face of Christianity.
Yep.
You have a woman in the forefront, no man in sight. She's loud and she's speaking nothing but ignorance. That is Christianity in a nutshell. Play that.
I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. Back up off of him.
All right, so wait.
It's sad, bro.
And you hear
niggas,
her
man.
diction, bro?
Hey, bro.
She sound like a slave.
Bro. I hate niggas, man. This is insane right here, bro.
Oh my God.
She won't fight for the black man like that.
No.
Bruh.
No way.
No.
Bro, the forcefulness of her voice.
Bro.
She sound like a slave.
Hey, you think she ever spoke up for her husband like that?
No.
She spoke to her husband like that.
Exactly.
She spoke to her husband like that.
Bro, I hate niggas, bro. I'm just being
Look at Trump. He's sitting there like,
Go back a little bit, IT. Go back a little bit. Because I want y'all to just, even her diction, it don't sound like she's all the way there. Like her mind has been lobotomized. Like they just made it into a soup. Even the way she speaks, it
All
sounds like she's
Negroes.
low IQ.
All Negroes been lobotomized.
All right, go ahead.
Love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that racist stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job.
Stop.
He's doing the right thing.
So where would this is Black History Month, allegedly. I have to say allegedly because blacks don't care about February being Black History Month. To Negroes, Black History Month. I'm sorry, February is just Love Month. That's the month of love. Bruh. So with her speaking with this type of tone and everything, we really gotta be real, family. This is a slave. Bruh. The only difference between her and I is I know a slave fighting for freedom. She don't know she a slave thinking she free. Didn't Harriet Tubman say I could have freed more if they only knew they were slaves? Mm-hmm. We are the same to this day. We are natural born slaves still in the land of our captivity.
You know how this connect right back to the topic? Although his name has been mentioned, how many times?
38,000.
How many times?
38,000.
More than who?
More than God.
More than God.
In the Bible.
You think she care?
No.
You think she care?
No.
She don't care at all. She don't give a damn about nothing.
Officer, I don't think she read.
And what blows my mind is, every time these scenarios come up, and she know that the stances she making is gonna be inflammatory to the community she's a part of, she try to turn racism back on black people. She say,
exactly.
Hey, don't you be racist?
Don't you be racist toward me.
Can we be racist?
We didn't make the racism.
Don't you be racist toward me.
You have to have power to be racist.
She said, and don't y'all be racist. How? What you mean? How you gonna turn it back on?
Bruh, I know she had a Nissan Altima, bro.
Bruh. Oh my God.
I already know.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, she can't read it. She don't know she have one.
But just think about
She got a car.
the process it takes to speak with the presidents there. They had to vet you, right? They got to talk to you, see what you going to say. Bro, they knew she was going to go up there and act a damn fool.
She's going to shuck and jive.
And they let her do it. They let her go up there and do it.
Well, she did it too. She did it to herself. All right, go ahead. Play that.
And she ain't the only one.
She ain't the only one.
Back up off of me. And Grandma said it.
Oh, there it is right there. You know she is a proud Christian grandmama because grandma said it. This is the problem, family. This is the problem with our people. We got mamas and grandmamas, big mamas in the forefront. They need to sit they behind down. Put all that energy into supporting the man. Why don't y'all do that?
That's right.
Why don't y'all do that? I saw so many hair-headed hooligans the other day with the weave split to the side. It was crazy. And then it's weird, officer, how they morph. When you catch them in the corner, now I'm a female.
Right.
But then when you speaking about they sin and they evil, oh yeah, I'm all up in your face. I'm bumping chest. It's like where we at? Where we at, officer?
We're in hell.
Yes, we in hell.
That's where we at.
Hey, put that video. Let me get this video up because I've been bringing this up. I just want to show. I'm gonna show y'all, bro. They had no idea what they was releasing in these streets, bro. Play that video, IT. And then I want to get a scripture. We got time. Y'all got that?
No, he trying to get it in there now. Pause.
All right, let me get Hebrews 12. We got it? Let me get that. Hey, you see what I'm saying? They had no idea what them Nissan Altimas was doing. All right, let me get Hebrews 12. Hebrews 12 and 16.
That's exactly what I want. I'll pray. Bring it out.
You gonna get it? Go ahead. Go ahead, dark side. I can't stop the dark side.
Go ahead, light side.
Y'all a force.
You gotta turn to black dynamite right now.
The dark side is a force.
Black dynamite.
Everything he brought out has been beautiful
today.
Oh man, don't start that, bro. I gotta hold it down. I'm over here solo dolo today, so I gotta speak for two. All right. Hebrews 12 and 16.
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16.
lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
As who?
As Esau.
As this white man. Read it again, man. Read it again.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Hey, Esau is the damn devil.
That's right.
Why we up here getting on stage for this man, bagging this man up? He don't give a damn. Watch this. Go to Sirach 23. Let me go one more scripture. 23 and verse 16. Sirach 23, verse 16 to 17. Read that.
Sirach chapter 23 and verse 16. Two sorts of men multiply sin, and the third will bring wrath.
Read.
A hot mind is a burning fire. It will never be quenched till it be consumed.
So a hot mind is like a burning fire, right? Read.
A fornicator in the body of his flesh will never cease till he had kindled a fire.
Hey man, if you a fornicator, it said that you gonna have to if you won't repent, you're gonna continue to feel that lust within you. Read on.
All bread is sweet to a whoremonger.
A whoremonger is the same thing as a fornicator, right? Read.
He will not leave off till he dies.
Damn, white man gotta go. Got to go.
Bruh, they said all bread.
All bread.
Includes children.
Children.
Animals.
The same
everything.
It includes all of that. You know? And all praises. I was like, man, you read my damn mind, man.
Hey, man. Anytime I can get into the mind of the dark side.
He turned into Black Dynamite.
Hey, that's a scary place, man. You want to dive into the mind of the dark side. You know?
That's a dog play.
Yeah, bro. I want to read one thing, though. Go to that in Ecclesiastes, Sirach chapter 20 and verse 21. Black Dynamite hit the nail on the head. There's no one that is more profane than Esau, which has been evident through these files that we have seen, right? But that's been the reason why they're able to do it, because they are the ones that have the power on the earth, right? They will still do these evil things they will do on a much lower scale, but the fact that they have access to things, that will make it so big. Read that real quick.
Sirach chapter 20 and verse 21. There is that is hindered from sinning through want.
So that sometimes the sin is being hindered through the lack of access. But the fact that they're billionaires, they have islands, they have private planes, the level of sin that they do is so much more higher than what can happen in any so-called black community. Facts. We can never reach the level of sin in which they commit. Continue to read.
And when he taketh rest, he shall not be troubled.
Right, and the fact that they don't have one, you know what I mean? The fact that they don't lack, when they take rest, they gonna have some damn trouble. You know what I mean? Yep. All of them. Everybody that do not descend from the nation of Israel, you got a whole lot of damn trouble waiting on you.
You're done.
You know what I mean?
You're done.
You're done.
You're done. No. All right. Hey, all praise to the Most High. All praises. Hey, that's gonna conclude our episode for today. Lord's will, y'all brothers and sisters. Hey, y'all learn something, and then y'all protect yourselves with the laws of God. Start to repent. Get out of these churches.
Right.
Get out of these fraternities. And hey, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husband. They get everybody out here. So, again, that's our time. I am Officer Keaton, a.k.a. Tip of the Spear. To my right.
Supposed to go the other way.
They said right.
That's right.
Oh, you want to go me first?
Yeah.
Hey, man, Officer Abishai, you know what it is. Black Dynamite.
To my left.
Dark Side,
Dark.
Officer Zahaya, a.k.a. Show Enough.
Officer Jeremiah, a.k.a. Avon.
Hey, one thing I wanted to say. Ty Roach, why are you? He said I came here. He said I came here just to dislike your video.
But he
Nigga.
we appreciate
He's
you.
a fan of the dark side, bro.
We appreciate you supporting the video by watching us this whole time, because I've been seeing you. So all praise to the Most High. Hey, we have Lions Den up next with the official OC. So all praise to the Most High. Hey, y'all brothers and sisters, y'all stay tuned in. Again, we signing out from Bible Belt Unchained. Shalom, family. Most High grace bless.
Savior's on the earth.
Y'all know what time it is.